based on my real-life sister, Rebecca, who is developmentally delayed, and she's now 21, but this sort of explores the idea. It takes place on her 18th birthday, and it explores the question of what you do with somebody who's sort of a perpetual child. She's sort of mentally peaked at age 3-ish, who's legally an adult, like by the sort of standards of the world.
You've talked about the randomness of minutiae that go to create who we are.
Yeah.
You know, that the difference between May and July is minute. You know, one chromosome changes, air gets cut off for a minute in the birth process. I mean, so for any or all of us, the difference between who we are and who we might have been is really small. And yet that defines our existence. I sometimes also call it Sarah's love letter to her sister. You know, in that it's, as you said, you know, you wouldn't want her to be any other way. You wouldn't want her to be anybody but who she actually is. And also that kind of, that idea of a kind of unsentimental portrait of your experience of your sister who happens to be developmentally delayed. Unsentimental and complex, as you say. Mm-hmm. You know, she's as complex as any other character is. You know, it's all the great things, all the not so great things, all the problems, all the joys, all the sorrows, and it's just in her context, which is different than ours, but it's the same feelings, it's the same emotions, it's the same kind of things that go on in our heads, the same concerns, just different. Mm-hmm. I think also what's neat is because of this other character that Sarah's created, it's like it gives a voice to debunking certain myths or certain assumptions that we all have about people who are developmentally delayed. And so, from July's point of view, she goes, they're not cute, they're not little angels, they're dirty, they smell, they're gross, but wonderfully, they just are who they are, and as beautiful and as perfect as that is, and as is anybody else.
I think there was a real disdain that I was feeling from the portrayal of people like Rebecca and with any kind of developmental disability, like especially in film, it's pretty prescriptive and cookie cutter, and the sentiment behind it is always kind of the same, and I found that very irritating because the notion that, well, just the complexity of their circumstance and how we feel about them and where they fit in, and that those are all really, really important things to come to terms with. And it's so easy to just slap a sentimental, like, feeling or sign or whatever on it. But I really wanted to stay away from that. At the same time, paying them like the respect and admiration that I feel